Hey, Sunday night soul timers. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Tonight, we're going to talk on a topic that has really become near and dear to my heart, but we're going to apply it in a pretty tangible way. But just the importance of taking time to pause, of taking the time to reflect, to go within. We don't make enough time for it. We don't prioritize it enough in society. We live in a paradigm where we're constantly on the go, on the go, on the go. And that is rewarded. And it's why society is structured as such. But it's not exactly the most beneficial or healthiest way to live. We're going so much, we're pushing ourselves so hard often that, we see things like burnout, we see, rates of mental illness, we see all kinds of suffering as a result of not being in balance and in harmony with what our body needs, what our mental and emotional state needs, kind of out of balance with the laws of nature, if you will. So other cultures and other societies, some do a better job at it, though increasingly we're constantly going where we need to schedule time to just be, to reflect, to go within. And so I want to invite you tonight to do this in a very tangible way. And that's connected to just, we're almost at the midway point of the year. And to just reflect on this year so far for you, rather than waiting to the end of the year, right? You can make some changes now by just taking the time to really sit, go within from a place of compassion, from a place of curiosity, not of judgment towards self, not as another opportunity to beat yourself up. That is not the purpose here. Because I would love this for you to be this kind of a practice for you to be more regular, more than once a year, more than twice a year. And it's all a part of what we've been focusing on this year, which is living a life where you're thriving, not surviving. And yes, in a very specific way, thriving is connected to you making time for inner reflection and getting out, going against the grain of constantly being and doing at detriment to yourself. But it's also taking the time to really take stock of where you're putting your attention and focus with the things you're focusing on. So, as you know, we started this year with just setting intentions, whether those were very specific, tangible things, a new job, another source of income, a new relationship, or things anchored to a way of being. For example, an intention could have been, I want to make 20 minutes of time for reflection a day. So I want to invite you on this Sunday night soul time in this week to just sit back. And whether you wrote intentions to start your year, or you just had like a general sense, maybe you had some resolutions, maybe you had some goals, is just to sit back and look at those and sit with those. So that's step one, to just sit back and look and sit with those and just reflect on where you are with it. What has the journey been for you? Have some things come to fruition? Has it been easy? Have you been flowing in grace, or has it been challenging? So just assess, just take some stock of it and just assess. Importantly within that, it's where attention goes, energy flows. Have you prioritized your intentions? Whether it's working with them, saying them out loud, affirming them into being, or taking action towards them, depending on what they are. And then thirdly, what I would like to invite you to do is, again, from a place of curiosity, not judgment of self, just reflect on, as you look at those intentions and you go, you know what, I'm feeling really good. I'm flowing with them. I'm realizing them. But if not, if you've run into some obstacles or blocks, just honest reflection from a place of curiosity, not judgment of self, of what obstacles have come up. Are they practical, like tangible things? Like, I haven't made the time, I haven't called this person, I haven't taken action. Or are they deeper? Have they triggered limiting beliefs about yourself, a misperception of self, where you're just not allowing yourself to have it, where you're just not allowing yourself to receive it, or you don't actually truly believe in the feasibility and possibility of your intentions. You may not believe, they might feel too far-fetched because you're believing in your own limitation. So it's a really simple Sunday night soul time this week, because again, it is important. We can't constantly be doing and adding more and adding more and adding more. Having these natural moments where we pause, take stock and reflect. It shouldn't just be, at the end of the year. It should be a normal practice, something that you look forward to. Because if you're truly co-creating your realities, right? So if you're stepping out of, I am reacting to what is offered to me, I'm settling for what life offers me, versus I want this, my heart wants this, I'm holding this vision, I'm holding this intention, I'm believing it's possible, and I'm taking inspired action towards it. That is how you live the life of your dreams. You do not live it by just sitting back and waiting to see what shows up. It's mental focus and intention. It's vision. It's about being honest with yourself about what your heart really wants and knowing it's only in your heart because it's possible. The universe does not put things in your heart that are not possible. Universe isn't cruel. What is in your heart is there because it's your destiny. Hands down. So take stock of that tonight, this week, whenever you're watching this, and just sit like, wow, when I envisioned my life this year, I wanted it to look like this and feel like this. I wanted to be doing these things. I wanted to bring this in. I wanted to be living in this way. Have you allowed yourself to receive it? Have you given it focus? Have you opened yourself up to embody what your heart desires? Because as we learned last week, like what your heart desires is actually who you are. So just take some time to reflect this week. We'll do more with it later this month. But I really invite you to just sit. And you know what? Maybe things have changed. Maybe those intentions are already outdated and it's something else that wants to come forward, and that's okay too. Regardless, I hope you make some time for inner reflection this week, taking time to just be with yourself, to look, am I living the life I want to live? If not, why? What can I do different? What can I acknowledge in my heart that I'm denying? That's always the question. And the answer is always to trust. Okay, that's it for now. I hope you have a beautiful week. See you at next Sunday night soul time. Bye for now.